Funeral for Betty Jackson. Is Betty Jackson's dead? It's time to make some arrangements for the funeral. Yeah, let's organize a ceremony. Ragus at St. Faustina's boarding school. An elderly woman claims that her grandson is skipping class and going to an abandoned boarding house where he smokes marijuana. There's no getting through him. Maybe once he's behind bars, someone will at last be able to talk some sense into him. Okay, I think this is a fake call, so I'm gonna ignore it. An old man with long white hair and a leather jacket has an old man pinned to the table and is pouring beer on his head. How do you like it now, brother? The bold. Oh my gosh, the bald old man is choking on the beer. Let's hit the old man in the leather jacket with a baton. Valentine, go do that. The cop strikes the old man in the leather jacket on the back of his head, knocking him out. The bald old man got up from the table, spat out the beer, and ran at the cop, yelling, "Hey, that was my little brother." Okay, let's restrain the old man. Y'all a bunch of crazies here. Clayton, go. The cop took down the bald old man and arrested him. The bar is now quiet and peaceful once more. Found some beer. Let's up your stealth. Carjacking at the registry office. While some newlyweds were getting married, their holiday pickup truck parked outside was stolen by a drug addict. Alright, let's send Valentine, Percy, Clayton, French. Actually, no, not French. I want Springer to go. Yeah, okay.
553
Armed robbery at Bank of Sharpwood. An eyewitness reported 2 armed men running into the bank. Let's send Luchek with the boys. Okay, not quite. I need more. Late. Andy, I need more. Titus, I still need more. Still need more. Okay. Spare lock. Still need more. 515 is what we're looking for. Let me see. Alright. This is the squad I'm sending. Drug use. The boy really was drunk, but he was only smoking ordinary cigarettes, neither of which is actually a crime. Okay. The newlywed snow white pickup truck decorated with ribbons is weaving down the road. The cans tied to the back arch, clattering along the asphalt. Let's shoot out the pickup's tires. Springer, go do that. The cop shoots a hole in the pickup truck's tire. The drug addict immediately stopped the truck and surrendered to the police. The newlyweds quickly changed out the punctured tire and went on their honeymoon in Freebird. Found heroin. Finish up your stealth. Patrol car drives up to the bank. A close sign is hanging on the door. 2 vehicles are parked near the entrance. A truck and a van. Okay, let's enter the bank. French. Inside, a man with a hunting rifle is keeping guard while the bank's patrons are lying on the floor. Let's throw in a stun grenade. Lucheka. The cop throws the grenade and stuns the robber. He drops his hunting rifle and falls to the floor. The doors of the bank's vault swing open and a shaggy man with a large sport bag jumps out, snatching a .45 revolver from behind his belt. Let's throw another stun grenade at the guy. Glimpsy, go do that. The cop throws the grenade and deafens the criminal. His bag falls and opens, and a bundle of money flies across the floor. The robber and his comrades do not resist arrest. Nice. Finish off your stealth, French. Let's give you some strength, Janiki. Bomb threat at Justice Trent's Park. A teenager reports that he spotted a bomb under a bench in the park. Clayton, you're going. Springer. Wait. Horsemoon. I don't think Horsemoon is actually gonna go. Demers. Benton, not white. We're missing about. So. See Hodges then. Alright, Horsemoon. Oh, Horsemoon's not gonna go. Alright. Let's that no, you're too tired, that's right. Right, he won't go because of Clayton. Demers. Alright, let's send these guys. Something suspicious. Mr. Rowley, the forester's assistant, saw the 3 strange vans parked on the roadside yesterday. Near the entrance to town, Mr. Rowley was eager to share the details. On the roofs of the vans, they just had antennas like a satellite dish. but they didn't have any identification, no writing. They just had some strange blue license numbers like I've never seen before. I hid behind the trees and tried to watch, but then some guy came out of one of the vans wearing a suit and a black cloak. He lit a cigarette and started looking all around like he was paranoid, so I had to stay low and quiet and get out of there. I don't know what those people are up to, but the whole thing looked kind of creepy. I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like in those horror stories about the man in black. The park is crowded. Under the bench that the teenager pointed out, there appears to be a remote explosive device. Let's defuse the bomb. Clayton. The cops successfully neutralized the bomb. Then suddenly a red-headed, shaggy, fat man jumps out of the bushes, holding a grenade. What have you done? The Force Spirits gave me an important mission: to send as many people as possible to the other side. They need fresh souls in their battle to protect the Earth from the forces of evil. Let's try to calm him down. With Hodges.
557.
Cop manages to reassure the criminal. He puts down his grenade and surrenders to the police. Alright. Let's work on your... Let's see here. Shooting, I think. And the extortion at the trailer park. Some thug is shaking down a single mother for protection money. Okay, this sounds to me like it's fake, so I'm gonna ignore it. The mystery of the evening something. Open the investigation. Okay, let's see. Long-haired guy sneaks up on Eli. Long-haired guy throws Eli Iverson to the ground. Actually, wait. No, playing with the kids first. He punches Eli in the face, then pees on him. Oh, that's not the right sequence. Well, so we're missing frames. Taking stock. Mr. Nash, the locks you have on your cells are total garbage. I walk right out of the cell and wander into your station's locker room. There's some good stuff in there. It's no mystery where it comes from. When the cops are at the crime scene, they stuff their pockets with whatever catches their eye. I've seen it for myself. I was thinking of escaping, but now I have a better idea. Let me sneak around the lockers and grab some valuables while your idiot cops are out on a call. Your guys will hardly miss it, right? We can split anything I find. No. Lev Aliyev interrogated some of the witnesses and prepared a preliminary report for the riddle of the rusty nail. Let's open the investigation. Someone stole Bill Buckler's prize hen from his chicken coop. The closed chicken coop and then chicken scattering away from the open chicken coop. We have the poor neighbor and the envious neighbor as our suspects. According to Kelly Buckler, the farmer's daughter, everyone says to me that I'm a tomboy. That's a stupid word in my opinion. What can I do about it? If playing with dolls and weaving braids is really boring for me. But I like playing war. I decided a long time ago I want to be a sniper. Dad even taught me how to shoot at jars with his gun. But his gun is stupid. There's no sniper sight. So I didn't get a single jar. When I grow up, the first thing I'll do is buy a normal gun so I can shoot jars without missing. According to Tanya Buckler, the farmer's wife, we woke up because the chickens were causing a fuss. Bill thought that a fox had gotten into them. He jumped up, grabbed his gun from the wall, and ran outside in his underpants. I always hate that there's a loaded gun hanging on the wall in our bedroom, but Bill said that when you need it, there won't be any time to look for the bullets. Although now that I think of it, I almost had to grab a gun myself one time. It was when this beggar came over here telling us about her hungry children, asking for food. I felt sorry for her and gave eggs, and then she started coming by every day, praising the eggs and begging for whatever she could get. What am I, the Salvation Army? I had to tell her that the chickens weren't producing, it wasn't the season, and times were tight all around. But I don't think she believed me. I bet it was her that climbed into the coop. The door to the chicken coop is open. There's no lock on it, only a latch, which normally keeps the chickens locked away for the night. A piece of black fabric and a fluff or feathers were found on a nail sticking out of the fence. It seems that the thief got hooked on a nail while he was making his way to the farm grounds or while he was running away. According to Bill Buckler, the farmer, the thief didn't just grab any ordinary chicken, but my favorite little girl, Sparky. She's a rare breed of Ayam Semani, so she cost me a fortune, and she was my best hen. I couldn't make out clearly who stole it, but I'm sure it was my neighbor. He's always envied my hens. Caught him poking around the yard plenty of times. When he saw Sparky, his jaw dropped. I don't see how I missed the bastard. He barely escaped. Alright, well, we'll investigate that tomorrow. Okay. Single mother was late again for the rent on the trailer, and the owner was merely reminding her about it. End of the day. Got 67 tabs, but we're gonna lose one because we had a cop killed. Or not lose one, I think. We lose a few, don't we? Oh wait, we don't lose if we get a cop kill. We just lose when the cop dies. That is kind of broken. Let's take Frazier. 44 out of 54 cops in the day. Mr. Nash, by coincidence, I found out that my first school teacher, Miss Long. Okay. No, you can't stay home and recover. Last night, a childhood friend. Nope. Mr. Nash, I've been working for days. No. Sorry, Woolbag. Mr. Nash, today's the funeral of Betty Jackson. I want to go honor the memory of a good cop. Could you let me go for a couple hours? Definitely, Musica. Same thing, Borodka. You can go. Okay. Mystery of the evening jog. You know what, Stockman? You go investigate that. We're gonna look into the long-haired guy, because that's who I think it is. And then riddle of the rusty nail. I'm gonna send a leave. Okay, I think I'm gonna have a leave. Investigate the envious neighbor. This morning they buried Betty Jackson. It was a modest but worthy ceremony for those closest to her. I'll need to pay Friday tomorrow. It's too late to save up. It's time to start earning by any means necessary. And we got $41 from the theater. Alright, hostage situation at Bova Drugstore. Passed by heard a man shouting from the pharmacy that he'd been taken hostage. Okay, I think this is fake call, so we're gonna ignore that. And then
553 in progress.
armed robbery at the Beltway. An eyewitness reports that a truck filled with armed men are attacking an 18-wheeler. I think that's real, so Guildenstern, take a bunch of... Okay, can't take those guys with you. You know what, in that case, Hodges, take a bunch of the low guys with you. Oh, coming so close. So we need somebody at 400. Not Chapman, because he's full up. Okay, Kimmel, go. Then Tobias Simonson, Gentle Oak Cemetery. My family is in mourning. My grandfather has died. He devoted his whole life to the service and retired to the highest ranking military man in the whole area. This hero deserves a real funeral, but with a proper honor guard. However, Sharpwood's military base closed several years ago, and there's nobody in the region to organize a decent service. So I'm asking you. Please send 3 policemen to perform the role of honor guard and give my grandfather a worthy send-off. Just make sure these are capable guys who know how to fire a pistol in the air and not get someone killed. I've heard all kinds of things about Sharpwood cops. We have a family cobbling business for making shoes, so in gratitude we'll set you up with something nice. Okay. So now we need cops with good shooting, so you were gonna go, Gordon's you were gonna go, and she you were gonna go. Hostage situation. Let's see here. A drunk man fell in love with the pharmacist and was loudly declaring that she'd stolen his heart. The man has already received a solid slap in the face and was sent home. It was indeed a false alarm.
568 in
Legal
progress.
arms sales at Bobo's monument. A girl overheard a conversation between 2 men, one urging the other to buy weapons. I don't need to cock my gun anymore. It's always ready, if you know what I mean. That kind of sounds fake to me. So I'm not gonna send anybody. Gentle Oak Cemetery. Tobias Simonson. Mr. Nash never heard of this old man, but according to the stories his family told, the guy was a real hero. Did everything in the best possible way. We've never felt so important and respected as when we saluted the retired veteran. We could barely hold back our own tears. Receive leather boots. A bunch of leather boots. And $600. That's not bad. Mr. Nash, it went well. I'm glad my colleague had a decent funeral. Thanks for letting me go. Good. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. An 18-wheeler is parked on the roadside. A son driver is moaning on the ground, and an armed man is standing in a cargo truck loading up cardboard boxes with his accomplice. The truck already contains a number of these boxes. Let's turn on our siren. Loftus, you do that. In response, the robbers throw down the boxes and open fire on the police. Okay. No, not that. Stun grenade explodes. The cop throws the stun grenade in the truck. Oh my gosh. The cop throws a grenade and stuns the robbers, making them easy prey for the police. The cardboard boxes were packed with large televisions. Alright. Got a bunch of TVs. Finish off your intelligence hodges. Finish off your stealth, Fraser. Biomassage. From Luca Lehman. Nash, I started to learn the art of biomassage from my grandfather. My only client is ecstatic. He says the healing power of the forest spirits has taken root in my very hands. I like this work and I want to become the best, and that takes a lot of practice. I thought about it and I think there aren't any better people to train on than cops. You get stiff sitting behind the desk all day, right? While I'm practicing, I won't ask for any money, just give me a small corner in the station. And I'll do a free massage for everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna say no because I feel like this is one of those trap scenarios. The men didn't have any weapons. They were trading in rare issues of the manga comic Kiss of the Lotus. From Harvey Romero, German Gunder Lake. Mr. Nash, you feel like making some easy money? I happened to see one of your guys at work. He was off like a rocket after some kid who stole a few cans from the grocery counter. I didn't know Sharpwood cops could run that fast, so I saw this, and a brilliant idea hit me. We hold a regular Sharpwood competition on the lake. Participants race barefoot across the ice while the smart guys like me place bets on the racers. How about you and me make some money together? You send me your fastest cop to go race and I put down a solid bet out of my own funds. And then part of the winnings will go to you, but send your best. We need a real rocket man, otherwise we're screwed. The current champ hasn't lost a single race in 2 years. Alright, flower pots. Go at it. Rock on the Roof from Justin Blade Vicious. Nash, me and my homies in punk rock band Wild Insurance want to slash your guitar strings and teach a lesson to the local authorities and conservative bastards who shit on ordinary people. We're gonna make a strong statement so that we'll get on the news. The idea is this: we'll get on the roof of the police station, get everybody revved up with our music, and then smash our instruments into splinters. Then a great wave of revolution will rise us out of this dark valley filled with canned soup. We're a little tight on money, you understand, but we'll have plenty of cassettes. We'll give you whatever we got, from punk rock to blank tapes, where you can copy your love ballads or whatever it is you old farts listen to. You know what, I'm gonna say no to this, because that also sounds like it's gonna make my cops hate me. Alright, Nash, why did you put me through this shit? I'll cut you in, you said. You'll be swimming in cash, you told me. The only thing I was swimming in today was ice water. The ice was too thin, and I fell right through. It's a good thing that the other guys were on the ball and able to pull me out. The doctor said I have a serious case of frostbite. Wait, what? Oh, but you won, though. You won. Rape at Winter Night's Resort. A long-haired guy in the towel slipped on the wet floor and accidentally ran into a naked tattooed musclehead. The musclehead shouted, "I'll show you now, you faggot," and he tore off the guy's towel. Late with Loftus, Fraser, Salnikov, and French. And then vandalism at Zodiac Stadium. Passerby called in to complain that schoolboy is drawing obscene graffiti on a wall. Alright, Luna, take Horsemoon with you. Or not. Okay, Horsemoon, you're freaking useless. Take Brady with you, Luna. There were threat at the old church. Parishioner Selma Joseph reports that secretarians from the cult of Bovus attacked the church, brought the pagan idol into the temple, and were preparing to hold the rite of rebirth. They tend to blow themselves up along with the church and its pastor to return Sharpwood to the wisdom of the forest spirits. Okay, Horsemoon, not Chapman. Dolce, Belmont, Nikit, Musica, Demers, and Duval might as well. Ah, gosh darn it, Horsemoon, that's right. Plain view then. Let's put you in the order of how you guys got here. Alright. Wait, why don't you have an item? Hold on. Musica, sorry my guy, but no. Radian, and I don't like the shockers. I don't have any more batons, so actually, Belmont, you're fine. Alright, let's send these guys out. Okay, riddle of the rusty nail. Let's open the investigation up. And we investigated the envious neighbor, as that's who I think it might have been. Okay, so the envious neighbor climbs over the fence near the chicken coop. The envious neighbor opens the latch on the door of the coop, grabs the black chicken by its legs, takes aim at the coop, and runs away. So it's Midas Falcow. He was envious of Bill Buckler's rare black chicken, so much so that he couldn't stand it anymore and decide to steal it for himself. Yeah, let's indict him. A naked, tattooed musclehead is pushing a thin, long-haired man's face into the wall. A towel is lying on the wet floor. Okay, let's pull the musclehead off the guy with blade. The
541
cop
complete.
overpowered the naked musclehead and arrested him. The long-haired guy is no longer under any threat. Good. Okay, we got soap. Of course, we got soap. That is such a cliche. Let's up your negotiation. Don't drop the soap. Let's arrest Midas Falco. He loves fishing in the ice hole after dark. Spends his day here hoping to come across thoroughbred animals. Okay, let's send people to both locations actually. Horse Moon, we're not gonna send you out because you're freaking useless. We will send out Musica with these guys. And then, just in case, we're gonna send some people to this location as well. And then let's go ahead and look at this art investigation, the mystery of the evening jog. So, we're actually gonna remove the playing with the kids because I don't think that's part of it. How about this? There we go. Varlam Filipov, member of the Spinach Berserkers gang. He beat Eli Oliverson as his second initiation for joining the gang. Let's indict him. And we can see him go jogging at the stadium in the evenings or works here as a packer. Let's send some folks to both locations. Persian Titus go to that one. And Goodwin and Aronovich go to this location. Okay, a schoolboy in the hood is carefully spray painting a giant with a huge penis. Grab the schoolboy by the scruff of his neck. Luna, go do that. The
517
cop grabbed the
complete.
schoolboy by his hood and arrested him. Now the boy will have to clean up his graffiti. We got audio cassettes and up your negotiation. Cops have arrived at the crime scene. Alright. Oh, okay. Makoto Takibana, former worshipper of the force spirit of fertility, Bovas. I know all about life in the cult of Bovas. At first I like hanging out with those guys. They're bearded pagans. It was like I was back at art school. They were pretty cool all week, but then things got bad. The guys turned out to be really serious. Every full moon they'd go visit the idol to Bovas out west of Sharpwood and bring him gifts. Yesterday they told me to undress at the church, or lie down on the altar and seduce the pastor, so that then they could gather around in a circle and masturbate. But I'm not that kind of girl. Plus, the guys didn't want things to go like they did back at the dorms. They were planning on making a real explosion with dynamite, so I got scared and made a quiet getaway as soon as it got dark. Anyway, the whole thing was a big disappointment. The pagan life is no fun. It's not for smoking meat and having a good time, that's for sure. It's more like a club for virgin suicides. But they have a lot of grass. That's the crazy thing about it. Say, do you have something sweet? Maybe a donut or a chocolate in the glove box? I'll tell you a secret. Sure, let's give her the giant milk chocolate. I was recently hanging out with some other interesting guys. They're into cemeteries. They snort drugs at the graves and mess with the mourning parishioners. Well, you know I'm more into grass, but if they see you breaking into the church, they'll probably get rid of whatever drugs they're carrying. But if you look around the graves, I bet you'll find any evidence you need. Okay. Selma Joseph, a pious woman. After what those cultists have done, I will not turn the other cheek. Okay. Am I angry? You're damn right I'm angry. It isn't the first time those pagans tried to defile our temple, but God knows they've gone too far this time. The men broke into the church during Mass, beat up the parishioners, and decided they'd blow themselves up. And the pastor and the church too. They praised Bovos and shouted something about revert and a Chinese prostitute. I'm going to stop attending evening mass after this. I'm a faithful believer, but I'm not insane. Mr. Nash, can you have an extra TV set up? I'm tired of going to church. I can just watch the word of the shepherd at home. It's better than shaking in fear that some fanatics will blow up the church and scatter our ashes all over Sharpwood. By the way, cremation is forbidden by God, so in exchange for TV, I'll tell you how to stop these cultists. Okay, let's trade it. Don't try to go into the church through the main entrance. The pagans will pin your guys down and tear them to pieces. There's gunmen behind the barricades on the left, but if you go through the cemetery, you can go into the church through the broken stained glass window and rescue the poor pastor. Please do something before those fanatics defile the church and return Sharpwood to the ways of their pagan forefathers. Okay? Then we have Shelby Boot, boy from the church choir. I was playing near the church when the cultists attacked and I hid behind a tree. I was playing near the church when the cultists attacked and I hid behind a tree. I recently drank some of my parents' beer while they were sleeping. They told me that I got some polyps growing inside my throat just from drinking a cold beer. Then I wouldn't be able to sing in the choir and eventually I'd stop reading. It's bullshit. Mr. Nash, if you could get me a box of beer, I'd tell you everything that I saw while I was hiding from the cultists. And most importantly, the pastor will know that it wasn't Providence or even the police that saved him. But beer. Then he can talk to my parents and explain that beer is okay. Are we really gonna give a kid beer? But he could have good information. That's traded. I played between the trees near the church, and when it all started, I jumped into a snowdrift. From all the smoking cars, it seemed like there was a whole crowd of cultists. But from where I was hiding, it could have seemed like more than it really was. Once you get to the pastor's study, you can walk along the path, and from there, the altar with the bomb is just a stone's throw away. Almost like the scene from Bloody Shirt. Don't forget to just tell the pastor that I'm the one who told you where he was. Otherwise, he'll just say it was Jesus Christ that helped him. Okay. Alright, well then, let's proceed.